Sorry, the reason why I'm pausing is because I was about to say something so flagrant. I was about to say something so flagrant.
Beno, 150. I know you're not a man too much of reflection, but to hit this milestone, what is that like for you?
I guess it's sort of like an honour to play 150 games for Bath. I don't think, or I never anticipated I would play 150 games for Bath, so it's an honour and a pleasure.
When you first joined the club in 2014, do you remember that moment and how maybe it's changed to the person you are today and the player?
I remember it vividly. I remember the first day I came into Farley and I saw sheep, and that kind of blew my mind. So I remember, I pretty much remember everything. I remember my first training session and Gavin Henson was there and stuff. I remember that because I played with him on the game, Rugby 08. So I just remember that being oh, Gavin Henson's there. So yeah, I remember everything literally from my first day. You get lost in the middle, but I remember the beginning and obviously now, but you get lost in the middle a little bit. But yeah, I remember the beginning.
You didn't grow up in Bath, you came here from Wasps Academy. So when you joined the club into the senior academy, were there any influential people during the period that has helped you along the way in your journey?
Yeah, there's been a lot obviously I joined under Mike Ford. The head of academy then was Danny Grucott. I don't even know if they were, let me not say that. But who else was there? Said there was Barry Maddox was kind of helpful. I remember Barry Maddox being really helpful. I'm gonna mention names that people don't know though. You know, obviously Toby Booth, and Hats, Stuart Hooper. I played obviously when Hoops was here. So there's just there's a lot of people that have obviously been quite integral to me getting to 150 games. Yeah.
Talk me through joining the club. How did that happen? How did you get to Bath Rugby all those years ago?
So basically, I was at Wasps. I signed out of school for Wasps, a 1-year contract, and then I fractured my back at that point, and I had to basically decide whether I was gonna stop playing rugby and go to university or do something else. But my agent at the time just said Bath have seen some of your stuff that you did at school, and do you want to come and try? And that's when that was my first training session. So I came, and they said, I'll play in this Army game, Bath United against the Army. And obviously that didn't go too well. I only lasted about 18 minutes. My body betrayed me. But low key, they shouldn't have put me in that game because I hadn't played all year. Do you know what I mean? And I was heavy and stuff, and it was literally my first men's game. So, but yeah, so I played in that. Obviously, didn't cook, but they obviously saw something whether it was in training or whether it was in those 18 minutes. They said they wanted to sign me, so they signed me, and that's how I got to Bath.
There can always be things to look back on and think about, particularly positive moments. Are there any memories of rugby that really stand out as games that you really remember, moments or tries perhaps?
There was one game that I probably remember quite well. It was, I want to say I was about 19 or 20. And when you come off the bench, I do this thing when I'm on the bench, I go back into the change room to collect all my belongings because I'm about to sit on this bench for a while. Let me get comfortable. So I go back into the change room, get all my stuff, and then get ready to get comfy on the bench before you have to go warm up. And a game against Worcester started. I can't remember. I want to say this is 2015 or something. And I've gone back into the change room to get my stuff, to come back out, get comfy. And the person starting, Nick Autorak, had gone down. And they're he has to come off the pitch. And I'm sorry? And obviously I haven't played before. So I remember this must be my second or third Premiership game. I had to go for 70 minutes. And that was probably the first time I obviously had played like significant minutes in the Premiership, and the first time like I realised I could probably do this thing. Like I kind of took it in my stride. I can't lie to you, and we won that game. So yeah, that was probably like the first time I remember properly playing.
You already got a name for yourself. That's become a constant player at the Rec. You obviously got a chant as well, getting chanted out in the crowd. So what's that like when you hear the crowd singing out your name?
Someone actually asked me the other day, how does it feel when they're all saying your name? And I'm like, but I don't know what to do. Like, like they're saying, oh, Beno, and I'm like, do I dance? Do I wave? Do I smile? Like, I don't know how to really respond to it. I don't know. Like, it's just very nice. Like, I'm just so grateful for it, and like, I'm thankful that people appreciate the time and effort you put into to try and deliver something that impacts them. So I'm just always grateful for it, man. That's basically how I feel about it.
Got a nice ring to it.
Yeah, I feel like I stole it. I feel like it's stolen from Rocco the Goonie, because Rocco had it, really. And Rocco's no longer here, so they have to sing somebody's name. I guess it's mine, you know? Like,
obviously, your 150 is going to be this weekend at home against Sale. It perhaps could have been an away game. So how much is it an extra sentiment that you get the chance to run at the Rec for this milestone?
Yeah, that's nice. It's weird to answer that question because I hadn't truly thought about it like that. But yeah, I imagine it will be nice, and not a lot of my friends and family are there. To be fair, they won't be at the game, but I remember obviously the first time I ever played at the Rec, or the first time I sat at the Rec and watched the game, and to play 150 games is a honour, man.
You mentioned your friends and family there. How big of a part to your life and your journey have they been for you?
Yeah, man, all my people, them. I'm forever grateful to them all, because I don't think, it's not even I don't think, I know it wouldn't be possible for me to sit here today, have this conversation, were it not for my brothers, my mum, my dad, my friends. Like when I was talking about, I was gonna not play rugby, it's one of my friends who paid for me to get the MRI and the injection, for me to continue playing when I did that thing on my back. Like, Wasps didn't pay for me. So without all those people that were involved in all those things, and then have like stayed with me, it's the same people. Like my friends today have been my friends for 15 years. Like, and I'm proud of that those guys have stuck with me, and I'm grateful to them, because without them, like I wouldn't be here having this conversation. So yeah, it's literally, it's all them and God Almighty, and with God and with those people and with my friends and my family, I feel unstoppable. I can't lie.